I don't know if you heard about Nix bars, but they are the most delicious bars, protein bars I've ever tried. And I've discovered them quite very recently. And so I searched every store and bought every last protein bar I could find because I needed to stock up. Most protein bars taste not the best. So finding this to me felt like a rare find. I reposted them on my stories, gave them a shout out, and I thought I'd do a little experiment. Just offered if I could become an ambassador. I know that I don't have a lot of followers, I know all that. I do have some background in marketing, but I was just curious how the brand would respond. It never hurts to ask, you know? The response that I got, to be honest, I found quite offensive. And because of the way they responded, they turned me, a very loyal client, from a fan to a hater. I know it's harshly said, but it's the truth. And I think it's a great marketing lesson as a how to lose a client 101. So, the response that I gave him, I'm going to put it up on the screen, but it's something along the lines of, we're glad you love our product so much, but we only collaborate with accounts over 5K followers. Okay. First of all, that kind of discounted the effort I put into formulating the text, the stories. I felt ignored and I felt underappreciated. As a customer, as a human, that was quite very offensive. First of all, they didn't even call me a human, but just an account. And that revealed instantly to me a lot about the brand and their true values, their true face. Right after reading that, I was like, oh, okay, that means you just care about numbers. Probably the influence that you do work with don't really like your products, you're just with them, or they collaborate with you solely because of numbers and money, and you don't really care about loyalty and customer satisfaction. And these were honestly my first thoughts right after reading that. Instantly, my want, regardless of how much I love the product, my want to continue to support the brand and to continue to buy the products disappeared. They killed that enthusiasm in me as a loyal customer, which I think for any marketer, for any marketing department, would have been like a gold mine. Isn't that what marketing is for? Because as much as I know, user generated content is exactly what brands are looking for. Apparently, not this brand. Furthermore, I feel like in any marketing case, receiving such feedback is such rarity because here you have a client who voluntarily reaches out to you stating their satisfaction and want to collaborate, and you just ignore them. Quite very sad because there's a lot of opportunities that they have potentially missed. First of all, I think a lot of marketers forget the famous quote by Socrates, I know that I know nothing. By responding to me in the way that they didn't take into account all of the possibilities. Yes, I don't have a lot of followers, but what if, I'm not saying that is true, but what if I had a huge community in the real world with a lot of people who are in the fitness industry? What if I owned, I don't know, a fitness club? They don't know that. I don't have to have a lot of followers to state that. What if I was Jack Ma's daughter? I don't know. There's millions of possibilities which probably couldn't have been reflected by my number of followers. Maybe I don't use social media, maybe I don't care, but what if I am very active in the real world? That is also, I think, a good lesson for marketers to keep in mind that numbers aren't everything. Of course, there is a place for numbers in analytics, but there are definitely boundaries, and especially when it comes to communicating with customers directly. Because behind that customer is a human with emotions and feelings, people. When you just stick to numbers, just forget the numbers are soulless. Looking at this as a case to study, to learn from, what could have they done? What should have they done? First, they just could have not responded at all, leaving room for the benefit of the doubt. Secondly, as a bare minimum, they could have given this similar client a 15% or a discount code for purchase online for the product, since the client loves the product. It's a nice gesture. The client feels appreciated and seen, and the client is retained. Thirdly, I think, which is the best, but it depends on obviously budgets and all that, would be, why not just send some products? Why not make them an ambassador? I mean, what does the brand have to lose other than their ego? Because there's only to gain. They lose just a few products. If anything, they lose more money collaborating with influencers solely based on numbers, when in reality, they don't even bring in the return on investment. By sending some products to a customer who voluntarily reaches out and offers to become an ambassador, just a fan of the brand, I think would mean a lot more for the customer to further support the brand, to further share, spread the word, spread the message, to further influence their inner circle. You don't know, maybe that person is on the rise as well. In that case, the brand only has to gain. I think that's an opportunity that was missed, is missed in cases like these. And I think it's a very good lesson that can be applied to any industry, any business that involves a brand and customers. Next, I think you should change your marketing strategies and rethink it all. Because with me, I think you lost a client. So I hope you found this video useful and insightful, and I'll see you in the next one.